What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing well. Today we're unboxing some new products that I just ordered after a subscriber has mentioned this company to me a few times, named Jay. So Jay, thank you for the recommendation. And it's called Dtail, like Dtail Lab, out of Quebec. And judging based off of their website, they make some pretty good products, which are available in usually 1 liter, 5 liter, or maybe a gallon, I believe, and then 5 gallon sizes. So they have options for professional detailers, obviously. I've never used anything from this brand before, so this is a first for me. I ordered a bunch of stuff, so let's get it unboxed and see what we got. I'm hoping everything survived because there's a label on the other side that says this side up, and they put it label side up, so can't make this up. So anyways, let's get it unboxed and see what we got. Lots of tape on here. Ooh. So this order cost me about $140, $150, something around there. This invoice actually doesn't have the total, but they got me with the free shipping, and I think I added a bunch more stuff to my order just because of that. So let's see. It's all packaged, by the way, with this kind of stuff. Do not eat. So the first thing here is, it's called Prodigy. It's a hydrophobic SiO2 wet coat sealant. Take a look at that. I'm assuming this is going to be a spray and rinse type of sealant here, so we'll put that to the side. And by the way, comment in the comments below if you've used anything from Dtail Lab out of Quebec before. It's not a very well-known brand, and aside from stuff made by the company themselves, I didn't really see anything on YouTube either. So as I get to use these products, I'll probably just make YouTube videos about them as I go along. And then comment in the comments below as well if there's anything specific you want to see out of any of these products here. So the next thing here is a liter of automotive shampoo. This is just a regular pH neutral shampoo called FOMO. And the 1 liter of this was like, it was like $6 because it was a Father's Day special. So great deal on that. I just added that to the cart. Just had to, couldn't resist. Plus it's purple, which is my favorite color. Actually, let me take a whiff of this. I'm surprised to see that it's not really sealed or taped. Either my sense of smell is no good right now, or I can't really make out what that smells like. It's not a very strong smell though. Maybe a little bit of grape. Next here, I bought a sample set. As you can see there's 7 things in here. You have a trim dressing, glass cleaner here. I got a wash, a ceramic wash. Then you have Maverick, which is a hyper concentrated all-purpose cleaner. That's that one. You got Purge. Purge is the color changing iron fallout remover right here. I have, what is that? Origin, hyper concentrated car wash soap. So that's probably just another pH neutral car wash soap, just more concentrated. And then I have Rogue, which is the high alkaline wash. And that's the product that I actually, kind of attracted me to the brand. This and a wheel cleaner. So I'll put that to the side. Very excited to start using those. And then these two, I believe the last 2 products. I like that they taped up the gallons here. So it's a 4-liter size of the alkaline pre-wash. It's a contactless car wash solution here. As you can tell, extremely thin. So it'll be interesting to see how this does out of a foam cannon, and we'll see what kind of cleaning power it's going to have. I don't have the prices that I paid for all this stuff memorized, so when I edit the video, I'll just overlay the prices for some of this stuff. So that was a 4-liter jug there. And then last but not least, and I think this is the last of the things I got. I'll have to check my paperwork. This is the Orion wheel and tire cleaner. Another product that I was excited to try, and that's why I went straight for the 4-liter size of this. I think that's how much of this packing material that they put into the box there. Let's see if you can see that. So good attention to detail when it comes to packaging. Now, just to explain a bit more on why I chose some of the stuff I chose, let's put all this over here. Let's check my paperwork again. Okay, so to give you a bit more on why I chose some of this stuff and why I went with the 4-liter size instead of going with the smaller sizes, because generally speaking, if I'm not familiar with the brand, I won't go with the bigger sizes. But in this case, the 4-liter sizes were just the way better value compared to like the liter sizes I think that were available. It just didn't make any sense to go with the smaller sizes. And when it comes to wheel and tire cleaners, you're always going to use them. So I was pretty sure that I'll be fine with this. Even if it works like somewhat good, I'll still find a use for it. Same thing with the alkaline pre-wash as well. This stuff here, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it quite a bit because I like using a good, strong, high pH pre-wash when I clean cars generally, especially if there's protection going on the car after. Then, like I said, the FOMO was just a Father's Day promo. It was like $6 for this size. You can't go wrong with that. And then I just added a couple things, to be honest with you, to get to the free shipping. Prodigy, I like using those spray and rinse type of products like Geon Wet Coat or Easy Beads by Armor Detail Supply. So I bought this to kind of compare it, and plus it's Canadian, so I do like that. And then the last thing was the sample kit of a bunch of stuff. I got this because it was an okay deal, plus it just kind of introduces me to a lot of their products. There's only one duplicate situation here, and that's the Rogue. Everything else, I believe, is not anything I've gotten here. So that was another reason I went with this particular kit. It gets me the ability to try out a bunch of these products. But more so with Rogue, and again, thank you to Jay for commenting on several of the posts and videos when I ask for what their favorite wheel and tire cleaner is. He usually comments this stuff. So I'm excited to use these products, and now I'm going to use pretty much a bunch of them in this video just to kind of get a first opinion type of thing. But if anyone wants full reviews on any of the products that you see here that I talked about, let me know by commenting below. I'll be happy to make those videos. Now, on another note here, guys, real quick, couple things actually. One of which is that I'm not going to be able to make as many YouTube videos as I want. I just suspect that's going to be the case because I do have to move here pretty quick. So I'll be relocating, and I don't know if I'll have the same kind of access that I do now to a driveway, even to adequate storage to store all the abundance of car detailing supplies that I have. And on that topic, I asked this question a few times in community posts and whatnot. We obviously, as car detailing enthusiasts, we have a ton of stuff. So I just want to ask my subscribers, my viewers, what's your collection looking like these days? Like, how much do you have? Do you favor a brand? And do participate in the communities feature that YouTube just introduced, because as a subscriber, you can actually post in there. Like, you can post pictures, you can post comments, obviously. And my intention is to use communities kind of like forums. Like, I'm not sure if any of you were into McGuire's Online or the Auto Geek forums or some of the other big detailing forums out there. But for me, it used to be one of my favorite things way back, like before 2010. Was the forums and posting detailing work, posting collections, posting your latest detailing haul. So yeah, let's get the conversation going. Let me know what you do with all the excess stuff you have and how much of it do you have. Comment down below. All right, now let's get into using some of this stuff and see what Dtail Lab out of Quebec is all about.